Thank all of you for coming and joining us. First item, we've got two on the phone, Zeb and James. We'll get going. Got the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda? If not, and there are no objections, it will stand approved as presented. You received the minutes several days ago. Are there any changes, corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, if there are no objections, they'll stand approved as presented. Allison, think you got some introductions?
I sure do. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I would like to turn the floor over to Chris Coleman. He is our Director of IT, and IT is very complicated anywhere, but try doing it on a warship. So another big job. So Chris, I'm gonna hand it to you to introduce your team.
Well, I don't know what camera I'm on, but I want to introduce my staff, Belinda Augenbaugh. She's been with us, about close to 2 years now, Belinda?
Yeah, 2 years next month.
And we have Matt Franklin, who I think most everyone knows. He's been around here for a while in one capacity or another. We also have one other member of our staff, Craig Johnson, who unfortunately could not be here today. He's out of town for a funeral. But we are the IT department for Patriots Point. Our job, as I think most of you know, is to make things work when it doesn't work. There's definitely a lot of that. But that's not the only thing that we do. Oftentimes, we find ourselves dealing with, state security requirements and audit requirements, and we have to liaise with them. We have various projects here on the ship that have to be done, like, for example, the parking lot gate. That's going in right now, that we have to cooperate with the other departments. It's a lot of different stuff that we have to juggle around, and to do all of that on an 80-year-old ship that was never intended to accommodate this type of technology. It's a very interesting job, but it is also very rewarding. So just a shout out to my staff for everything that they do, and my thanks to everyone for allowing us to serve you, and for your patience as we deal with so many different things that are on our plate. It's only the four of us at the moment. And it's a big job.
And you all do a great job. Chris and his team can problem solve like nobody's business, and it's a really big job. We're really fortunate that Chris came to us from a university system, so he has a really good handle on the state piece, and is you never see him ruffled. He's always calm.
Well, I just want to say, we are very appreciative of the work you guys do. We understand that it's probably an understatement to say that you face a lot of challenges here in this environment, and you do a great job. Thanks so much for all
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank y'all.
Anything else? I'd also like to introduce Chad Graham. Chad's the CEO of the Medal of Honor Society. He's with us today. Welcome.
Sir.
Always welcome here.
Appreciate
Chad.
that. Good to be here.
Appreciate the relationship we have with society.
Likewise. Appreciate that.
Committee reports. Museum and Education. Susan?
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. We had a really unbelievable. I hope I won't get it all in. Maybe I have to call on Allison. We had a great meeting yesterday, and all of the things that are going on in education and museum are incredibly impressive. And I'll just try to go through some of them. So it has been a little bit of a slow January, but it's picking up right now. We've had 128 students. We've increasing professional development, and the Flight Academy will be up. It is 95% complete.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry, well, yeah. I was to say, I'm sorry, we don't have the expert to talk more about that, but it would probably take too long.
Never.
But anyway, sailors from the Naval Weapons Station Student Hold Company have been instrumental in helping and get that space ready. And it's just such an exciting thing. And Keith is writing the software and doing it's just going to be phenomenal. And people on the state level are very excited about it. And kind of have to keep it a secret from everybody else that's local, I think. So that's the big thing. But the fifth grade is actually at capacity, and we're recruiting teachers and attempt to be hired to help handle all of those. In the curatorial and education departments, they collaborated on a teacher's professional development session, weaving a story, reading between the lines of Shore Leave. This program demonstrated the integration of social studies, science, art, math, and World War II, and featured numerous artifacts from the museum's collection. These included uniforms, Japanese dolls, foreign currency, jewelry, and other souvenirs that were picked up by sailors during shore leave. The program reached teachers from 10 schools in Charleston County School District and was the first program developed with the assistance of Charleston County Schools, and that is huge. It sounds like a fabulous exhibit. This is one of the interactive ones where they've pulled things, artifacts from the archives, and creating themes to go with these, and the kids can actually see these things. And one of the things that Meredith was telling us yesterday is Hannah, who's our science lady, brilliant education lady, has got silkworms and is showing how the silkworms weave the silk. And the story is, in Japan, that was how their names got embroidered with that kind of silk and the jackets, and she has one. So that she can sew. So it really is truly cross-curriculum, and I'm sure the district loves it because it ticks so many boxes for them to have this asset, and it's just invaluable. The other thing going in the collections and curatorial affairs department, they have launched the newest online collection, The Artful Engineer, the collection of Stephen D. Fitch. And he was a guy that worked on the Yorktown in World War II and also was a sort of a part-time artist, or that was his hobby. He was a plank owner and lieutenant in the ship's engineering department during World War II. He was also a talented artist who tasked with paintings the flight deck kill boards with their emblems for each air group's win. His humorous drawings are featured in the officer's stateroom exhibit tour 4. So they found in the archives this huge collection of his drawings and his art, and it's over the ship. And so that's been developed into an online program where you can click on it and see the his drawings and all, and there's a narration that tells you all about it. And by the way, if you go to the link on the website of those units that are available of things from the ship and the archives, it's how many are there on there?
I don't know what we're up to now.
Over 650.
650.
650.
Yeah, I mean it's just unbelievable. So I hope if you get a chance, maybe you could send out the link.
Sure.
It really-
Patriotspoint.org. They just and it's one of the tabs, artifacts and archives.
It's drop down.
Mhm.
It's a drop down menu at the top. But do take a look at that if you get a chance. It's mind boggling. A new display in the Quonset hut on medics in Vietnam will be installed for Vietnam Veterans Day, which is just part of the program we'll do that day. And work is underway on the temporary exhibit on the Laffey in honor of the 80th anniversary of the kamikaze attacks at Okinawa. And there is a lot planned for that observance of that 80th anniversary. And we just, again, maybe you can get an email about it. There's just a lot. The new online collections will be launched throughout the spring, featuring stories from the Laffey, a Vietnam corpsman, and a Yorktown C5 sailor. And like I said, I would love to be able to show y'all some what we saw yesterday, and but it's online, and maybe they can get to it.
Sure.
But thank you.
Any questions of Susan?
Ask me every time.
If not, I'd like to call on Sam to tell us a little bit about some things they're doing in marketing.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Morning.
Got some pretty pictures for you to look at while I talk. How's everyone this morning?
Good. How are you doing?
Thank you.
It's chilly out there.
Yes,
huh?
it is.
Cold.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's cold and a little chilly.
Right.
So, as Mr. Chairman said, I have a few updates for everyone. First of all, we have a exciting new campaign. It'll be in Myrtle Beach, Spring Break area. All of the creative and everything has already been approved, confirmed, and will be out in the area in the next few weeks. So you can see we had a bit of a snafu with the printers on the ship this morning, so I apologize for that. But I will be happy to share any of the creative that we have going on in a follow-up email after the meeting today. The second thing I want to talk about is the exciting airport luggage video. We have the largest video board in the airport secured as part of this Myrtle Beach campaign. We'll have the video finished, and it'll be up for over 600,000 visitors that pass through there each week. So that will be up and ready for all those spring visitors to see. We will also have a spring edition of the To The Point quarterly newsletter. I'll have a copy of that for everyone next month. That will cover everything for March, April, and May coming up on the ship. As you see, we have an exciting new visitor guide. This has been a very long process. You'll see there's a lot more reduced information in this. We'll still have the old ones at the welcome desk to serve as a map for any of our more typically elderly folks that want, that physical map to hold on to. So that will still be available. But this will be fluid enough to work with any of the updates that come with the new master plan and all of the restructuring and exciting new events to come. The handout, you'll see 4 little graphics at the top of the ship. And then on the bottom, there's a triptych of the vertical banners you may have seen as you walked in this morning. Those are hanging in Hangar Bay 2. And those are all thanks to our wonderful graphics designer, Jim Vickers. He designed all of those. And the 4 graphics at the top are the new pier signs that you may have seen as you walked in today. It was a little brisk, so if you walk quickly, you can see them on your way out. But yeah, they're super interesting facts. I'll admit, I did not know any of these before reading them. So it's super interesting, and we wanted everything, as you're walking down the pier to be updated, fresh, something that's, updated and all match. They actually go along with the new Allegiance flags that you may have seen. Allegiance Flags is a local partner, and they donated all the new flags that you may have seen along the pier. And that's all I have for you guys.
Any questions of Sam?
That's great.
Thanks so much, Sam.
You did a great job.
And are you going to send an electronic copy out too?
I-
So Isaiah, I want to make sure Isaiah gets it.
Yes, I will get an electronic and a printed copy. Apologize
Great.
for that.
No, that's good. Allison, Executive Director.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning. Everybody enjoyed the brisk walk across the pier this morning. Feel wide awake after that cool welcome from the harbor. Just a few updates for you. The SCORE remediation project, phase 2 of the Yorktown Environmental Assessment and Remediation Project, which will remove which removes over 1 million gallons of contaminants from the ship, will officially begin on Monday. All the teams will be on board. We've had them coming in over the last couple of weeks. It's just a huge variety of contractors that are part of this. So all those teams will be on board on Monday, and we will have our first of many, many weekly coordination meetings Monday morning at 9 o'clock. Very excited to see this getting underway. The total allocation of American Rescue Plan Act state and local fiscal recovery funds grant is just under $30 million for this project, and Patriots Point will also fund parts of this project that are not covered by the scope of the rescue plan grant. We have a 10-month timeline to have for completion. Our team has been preparing for this project for months in the compartments, and I think I talked a little bit about that last month, but we've been working on this for several months. It's just been a very large process getting this together. And then once again, I want to say thank you to the governor and to the General Assembly for supporting this project, and to SCORE for their leadership and their project management. I think I can speak for all of us on how grateful we are to have this project underway. We are in the budget process with the state in Columbia, and so Patriots Point went before the Ways and Means Subcommittee in January. Our next step will be the Natural Resources and Economic Development Subcommittee meeting, which will be at 10 o'clock on March 6th. We're looking forward to meeting with that subcommittee. And moving on, March is Membership Appreciation Month. So the Yorktown Foundation has lined up several exciting initiatives to engage and celebrate our members. On March the 28th, from 6 to 10 p.m., there is a membership appreciation event, members only, on board the Yorktown, featuring games, live music, light bites, and drinks for purchase. And to cap off the evening, they're going to show Captain Marvel. So members, bring your friends and family. Non-members, go to the website and join. We would love to have you. The membership program continues to provide essential support for the mission and for opportunities to connect with locals. And many thanks to the foundation. I see Chauncey here and Kayla. Thank you all so much for all of your work on this really important program to our organization. And I'm gonna one more for the fun one with the Yorktown Foundation. You all may remember the partnership project with between Westbrook Brewing and the Yorktown Foundation, the Shore Leave Lager. So they have gained incredible momentum in expanding the availability both in local markets and regionally and statewide. It is now available in 27 locations throughout the state, including Trader Joe's in Mount Pleasant, Columbia, and Greenville, Bottles on Coleman, Jadoon's Park Circle Market, Island Provision, and Earth Fair. They are in active discussions with Harris Teeter and Total Wine for statewide distribution, and both have already approved the product. So this is great branding. This is great awareness for us. There's information. I brought the cans in before. I couldn't find any. It's very popular around here. I was going to bring some today, but I guess they've all been consumed. But it's a great label, and we did a contest for the naming, and it's just been such a good project. And I really want to give a giant thanks and shout out to Ellen and Jeff Burkow. They are volunteers who have absolutely latched onto this project, been tenacious about getting it done and getting it out there and distributed. And they have done just an amazing job. Two of our incredibly dedicated Patriots Point volunteers. Just a great job. And that's what I have.
And it's good beer.
And it's really good beer.
Probably don't have any around since James was here yesterday. Is that right, James?
I heard that. I'm coming back for some.
Is there any questions of Allison?
When is the thing for membership?
March the 28th.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any public comments? come before us? Seeing none, Chair will entertain a motion to move into executive session for the purpose of discussing contractual matters pertaining to the Congressional Medal of Honor Society and the College of Charleston. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Pat moves. Is there a second?
Second.
Mayor seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
Let's take about a 5-minute break, and hopefully this won't be very long.
Williams. Not the guy that did the
GNA.
No, it's not. There's no way.
Gene pool, DNA, whatever.
Okay, we're back in open session. There were no votes taken in executive session. We'll move into other business. Is there a motion to come before the board regarding the Medal of Honor Society?
I'd like to make the motion that we accept the 8th Amendment to the license agreement with the Congressional Medal of Honor Society as presented.
Has moved adoption. Is there a second?
Second.
A second. Is there any discussion regarding the resolution?
Go ahead, Susan.
The resolution is to allow the chair and the secretary to execute the agreement and to proceed on the loan agreement that's discussed in there. If there's no discussion, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you very much. It's adopted. Is there anything else to come before the board? If not, the next meeting is is scheduled for March 21st. If, what?
I'll be in the British West Indies or something.
Well, we'll have to think of extra things to do that.
Shouldn't have told you that.
March 24th.
All right. Good, Allison, you got your list of.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all so much.
See ya.
Meeting
See y'all.
adjourned.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, y'all.
Oh, God.
Thanks, y'all.
All right.
Nice to hear you.
Next meeting.